Hello, my name is Sam Ha, and my subject is types of bias. Okay, bias is a systematic deviation from a true value, favoring certain outcomes over others and causing data to be false. Basically, if the answers you are getting back in a survey are wrong, you most likely have bias in your data. Types of bias are as follows: voluntary response, convenient sampling, undercoverage, non-response, response, and wording of the questions. A voluntary response that occurs when people are allowed to volunteer to respond. Usually only strongly opinionated people will participate, and those who feel neutral towards the subject won't respond. On top of that, some people just don't feel comfortable answering the questions even if they feel strongly about it and will not participate. Convenience sampling occurs when people asked to participate are simply the easiest people to obtain. It usually occurs when only happy-looking people or people interested in a subject are asked. It's used a lot in website, magazines, and restaurant polls, and more recently also YouTube videos. Undercoverage occurs when certain groups who fall into the population are left out of the sample. Usually it's just negligence on the behalf of the interviewer. For instance, in web polls, people who don't have computers or internet can't participate. In telemarketing polls, people without phones or people whose landlines are down or people who are just too poor to afford it can't participate. Non-response occurs when the individual chosen to be part of the sample refuses to participate or cannot be contacted. It's incredibly common in telemarketing polls, seeing as telemarketing polls annoy people a lot. Is confused with voluntary response commonly. However, the individuals in this process are selected while the individuals in voluntary response are able to choose themselves. Response occurs when the individual does respond, but the interviewer or respondent's behavior causes the data to be wrong. The respondent could be giving wrong answers on purpose. The interviewer could be leading the questions. Wording of questions. Obviously, this occurs when the questions are worded so that they lead the respondent to answer a certain way or are worded too advanced for the respondent to understand. Can also occur because one possible response is connotation. And with that should probably wrap up bias for you guys. Thanks.